Hey there, nice of you to join us today. My colleague and I have prepared a short animation to talk to you about nanopore-based sensors, so you can just sit back, relax, and enjoy the presentation done by Eileen Jain and Julia Loftus. To begin, nanopore-based sensors are holes in lipid bilayer nanomembranes which can identify physical properties such as length, shape, or width, and the type of molecule passing through, differentiating DNA and/or RNA base pairs. The charge carried by DNA in solution allows for it to be captured by the nanopore. This happens at a rate of approximately 400 bases per second. The steric conformation of each base pair creates a measurable voltage change in nanopore, which allows the strand to be sequenced. The time it takes to translocate the DNA also tells us its length. Now we're going to discuss the necessary tools required. The first being a target DNA or RNA. The second is a motor protein. This will bring the DNA to the binding site of the nanopore. The third is an adapter sequence. It will bind to the tether, which will create a link between the desired DNA or RNA strand and the nanopore. The nanopore, the fourth item on the list, is the hole through which the DNA passes. The enzyme DNA complex formed ruptures the double strand of the DNA and only lets a single strand pass through. The tether is the binding site for the DNA or RNA's adapter sequence.
Uwadal researchers contributed to this field by studying how nanopore biosensing is affected under crossflow. Crossflow is a laminar viscous drag force which in this case opposes the direction of the DNA translocation. It was found that moderate crossflow increased capture rates by 5 times, whereas it would decrease capture rates under high flow. This may be used in nanopore sensing to change the speed of DNA capture by the nanopore. An overly quick translocation may affect the temporal resolutions of measurements.
As always, there are limitations, some of them being susceptibility to variations in pH and voltage, as well as limited options of pore length and width. This is combated by using solid-state nanopores, which are holes drilled in silicon nitride. Something that's really interesting to note is that although biosensors were invented in 2012, they have existed much longer in nature. Well, I guess that concludes our presentation for the day. Thank you for visiting our laboratory, and we hope to see you again soon. Now I'm gonna go and drink this coffee and prepare myself for my 20-hour shift at the lab tonight. Stay safe!